got involved in gyms, I got a phone call from Gyms Plus, and this was around probably about a year and a half ago. And I started doing the Gyms Plus work, and I wasn't quite sure. I'm like, oh, I've got this company ringing me up. Like, obviously, I knew like gyms from the gyms branding, but I didn't know much else. And I started doing the Gyms Plus work, and all of a sudden, it became 50% of the work I was doing currently with my current antenna business that I had at the time.
Okay, so you had a current antenna business for a while, and you just use this as an extra lead source.
Yeah, so
Yep.
I basically was using it as an extra lead source, and I've been in telecommunications for nearly 12 years now, and I was using it as an extra lead source. So I thought it was great to get extra work in where I'm not actually advertising myself. It was great to help my business at the time. And then all of a sudden, the work that I was doing for the Gyms Plus was 50% of my work that was coming in. So that's when I reached out, because I actually had done a little bit of work through Mark at the time. He was the master franchisor for Northern New South Wales. And I reached out and said, hey, like, I've done a couple of jobs around Lismore for you before. I've been doing the Gyms Plus work. How about I have a look at doing the franchise, because I'm doing so much gyms work as it is. And he's like, well, like, obviously he was quite happy for me to come on board with my experience. And he said, let's do it. And we obviously talked and worked out the process of getting started with gyms. I actually got a lot out of the gyms training, just a few of the processes in my business at the time I changed, and it was all happening fairly quickly, because at the time I was only working by myself. And within a few months of actually starting with the gym's antennas, I've went from myself to having one person that I was teaching at the time, and then I ended up getting a person that was already qualified on. And yeah, within 6 months, it went from myself to having 5 technicians and having a customer service lady to do the job bookings. So the business grew very quickly.
That's very impressive, because it's interesting, because when we obviously interview a lot of franchisees, it's always from professional corporate background or something completely different. Whereas you've had you had an antenna business, or you had a communications business by yourself already, yet you've come in via that way.